Hello students, in this video we will discuss about remote procedure call. We will discuss about remote procedure call and implementation of RPC. What is meant by a remote procedure call? It is a inter-process communication technique that is used for client-server based application. That means a client will use a remote procedure call to communicate with the remote server. In this communication process, client will have a request message and RPC will translate that message and will send to the server. In the case of a distributed system, a remote procedure call is when a computer program causes a procedure to execute in different address spaces. That means these procedures can be executed on another computers on a shared network, and the underlying RPC system then hide the important aspects of the distribution. This diagram depicts the working of a remote procedure call. We have already stated that the remote procedure call is mainly used for client-server applications. So we will have a client process as well as a server process. Here the caller will be the client process. This client will send the request and callee is the server process. So let us see this. We have a client process and the client is sending a request message. A request message which contains remote procedures parameter, and this request message is forwarded to the server. Server will receive the request and start the execution of the procedure. So this point of time the server will be executing the request message received from the client, and at this time the client will be waiting for the reply. When the server is executing the procedure, client will be waiting for the reply. Once the procedure execution is over, server will send the reply to the client, and this reply message contains the result of the procedure execution, so that the client will receive the reply and will resume the execution. At that time the server will be waiting for another request. So this is the overall working of a client server process. Now let us discuss about the implementation of RPC. We have already stated that the RPC is taking place for a client server applications. So we will have a client process as well as a server process. This is the entire client process, and these are the modules included in the client process. We'll have a client program, then a client stub procedure and a communication module. So the client will create a request message which has to be forwarded to the server process. So the client program will create a request message and will send it to the client stub procedure. The function done by this particular module, that is the client stub procedure, is that it will marshal the request message sent by the client program. Marshalling of data means it will be converted into some standard external representations. So client stub procedure will marshal this particular request message from the client program, and this marshaled message will be forwarded to the communication module in the client process. The communication module then will forward it to the communication module in the server process. That means the request message, the marshaled request message, is then forwarded to the communication module in the server process. From the communication module in the server process, it will be forwarded to the dispatcher module in the server process. This dispatcher module is used to select a suitable server stub procedure by identifying the identifier in the request message. So based on that identifier, dispatcher will select a suitable server stub procedure for particular request messages, and it will be forwarded into the selected server stub procedure, so that the server stub procedure can unmarshal the data which is sent from the client process. Client process will marshal this data by the client stub procedure, and when that marshaled message arrives in the server process, server stub procedure will unmarshal it and will send to the server service procedure for execution. Once the execution is complete, the reverse of the sending process will take place. That means server will send the executed service procedure to the server stub procedure, and server stub procedure will marshal the reply and will send it to the communication module of the server process. From the communication module, it will be sent as reply to the communication module of the client process. Then it will be sent to the client stub procedure, where the marshaled data is unmarshalled and will be sent to the client program. In this manner, client and server communicate with each other using RPC. These are the points that we have discussed. The client that access a service will include one stub procedure for each procedure in the service interface. Then the stub procedure will marshal the procedure identifier and arguments into request message and will send it to the communication module to the server. Similarly, when the reply message arrives, client stub procedure will unmarshal the result. And in the server side, there will be a dispatcher. Dispatcher will select the server stub procedure, and it will according to the identifier in the request message. Then that server stub procedure will unmarshal the arguments in the request message, and in the case of reply message, it will marshal the message. The service procedure implement the procedures in the service interface. And RPC is generally implemented over a request reply protocol, and it may be implemented to have any one of the RPC call semantic choices. Either at least once or at most once is generally chosen. To achieve this, the communication module will implement the desired design choices in terms of retransmission of requests, dealing with duplicates and retransmission of the result. Thank you.